Hello YouTube, I'd like to welcome you back to the homestead, and what we have here today is a review, and what we're going to be taking a look at is a knife sharpening system that I use here and have used it successfully, and I wanted to share this with everyone. It's a product by Lansky, and it's called the TurnBox knife sharpener. Years ago when this system first came out, a lot of people called it crock sticks. But what it is this is a wooden box, and it holds two sets of sharpening rods. The end of the box here rotates and exposes whichever set of rods that you want. It comes with two sets. The brown set of ceramic sharpening sticks are from over here where they're safe, are medium grit, and the white ones, which is stored on the other side, are the fine. These are the ones that I use most of the time, and I'll explain how I'm using it and why I like the product. If I remember correctly, I got mine from Amazon.com. When I did, I think I paid about $8 for this. But if you look at the top of the box, you're going to see there's four holes. This one over here is marked 20 degrees, which is the angle that the rods will be at. This one's 25-degree angle. On their paperwork, it gives the recommendations as far as what they like for their angles. The 20-degree angle, they said, is a lot of times is for fillet, butcher, paring knives, and skinning knives, and the 25 is for hunting, camping knives, utility knives. I almost strictly use the 20-degree holes myself. But what you do on these is you take your rods, whichever rods you're going to use. Like I said, most of the time I just use the fine grain, and they just simply go right in there. Now, the reason I like this so much is because I use this every few days, maybe. It keeps my knives very sharp, and as a result, a lot of times I don't have to go back and sharpen them from the beginning. I'll give you an example here. The knife you often see me, especially if I'm outdoors. This is the knife I use the most on the homestead. I've done a review on this already. It's a cold steel roach belly. This is my favorite knife that I own. It's not my expensive knives. Yes, it's not a tactical cool knife, but it's an old-fashioned pattern. It served on the frontier here in the Ohio country 200, 300 years ago. And it works just as well on my homestead as it did on those homesteads of the 1790s and 1800s. I like the pattern because it's great for skinning out rabbits when it's time to process some of the rabbits from the hutches into the freezer. But I use it for everything on the homestead. I cut up twine to tie up grapevines, to tie up tomatoes. When I go out harvesting, I may need this to cut cucumbers free and other things, gourds and such that I grow here. But when I come in, every time I've used it, I wipe it down with a little WD-40 and a paper towel. And I take this and I just give it, let's comb it sideways. This is how the system works. You would, if you were sharpening this after it got dull, you would start with the medium. But you come in and push down and draw back. I usually do 3 times on one side, 3 times on the other. As a result, I have not honed this knife in the traditional sense since I bought it. This is still the factory edge. And in spite of me carrying this and using it every day, because I swipe it on the crock sticks, it will still And I don't know if you can see it or not, but there's hair on the blade. It keeps it that sharp. And it's just merely coming in after being used and just, putting a little bit of a finish on the blade. And it's real simple, especially if you're not really the type of person. I grew up being taught how to use a regular honing stone, but if you're not the kind of person that knows how to maintain that proper angle on a standard flat stone, this is a great system. I also have the Lansky sharpening system that has the individual plastic held different grit stones that are on rods that you clamp onto an edge of a blade and maintains the angle that way. Lansky has a lot of great products for the knife owner, especially if you're not really up on your skills in sharpening. It'll give you the ability to keep your knives in excellent working condition without worrying about ruining your blades. So I just wanted to share that with you. I found it very handy. I keep it in the kitchen when I'm cooking. I run my cooking knives through here as well. My butcher knives, my paring knives, my boning knives, whatever. And it keeps all of my knives very sharp without spending a lot of time honing them. So I just wanted to share that with you today. It's an excellent product. It works well for me. So you might want to take a look at it. They're inexpensive, like I said, $110. So thank you for stopping by the homestead today. And please subscribe, and God bless.